Hello, this is Brandon Pouliot with the Center for Excellence in Teaching at Laramie County Community College again. Welcome to the Release Notes vlog. We're going to take a look at our most recent release. So normally when the production release notes come out, our next set are on, I believe, going to be on the 23rd. We will take a look at those notes as quickly as we can. Now, there's going to be a group of us at InstructureCon, so it may have to wait until we get back, but I'll try and get something out there at that point. And if I hear anything cool, I will try to include that as well. I'm going to go through the big list here. You can see I've highlighted some stuff that's coming up, and hopefully that will be helpful in skipping some of the things that aren't relevant to you. So first up is new scheduler changes. We already have the new scheduler turned on, but if you're interested in more documentation, just go to community.canvaslms.com, click on Q&A drop-down, and then on Release Notes, and you can find these Release Notes to look at that new scheduler documentation. I'm going to keep going here. You can see how these Release Notes are formatted. They have a screencast, which is going to go over everything in here. Next release schedule, so you can see when we're getting updates. The release notes will come out on July 23rd, and the production release will actually happen on the 4th. Now August 4th, pardon me. Now the thing to realize is that between those two dates, anything can change. They can choose to add new features, remove things that they previously thought they were going to release. They have options of how those notes can change throughout there. As we go through here, you can look at anonymous moderated grading. That's an option for you if you're interested, but this is more useful for, say, courses that have TAs, things like that. Next up, non-scoring rubrics. So that's going to be rubrics that you can use for kind of more holistic grading, so adding commentary and just marking and not scoring. So that's a new thing. Right now it's not turned on, but it will be turned on very soon here. So just keep an eye out for that. Up next, we can look at in the Commons. All the Commons release notes will be included in the regular Canvas release notes. And right here, the only difference is a difference in how you search for things. So grade level selection used to be by a slider that you could limit, and now it's going to be via checkbox for a better experience there. As I continue going down here, you can see there's a lot of things that are like API related and stuff like that. Those should start to be separated out for you. Doc Viewer, we've got so that on a document that you have pulled up in Speedgrader, you're going to see that comments are going to show up on the right-hand side. If there are too many comments on a single page, it's going to tell you there are more above or more below, that kind of a thing. So making sure the comments are actually readable, but usable as well, so that you know that there are comments in multiple places. The Office 365 LTI is updated in that wherever these are used, you are going to be able to access the documents through whatever Microsoft Online editor is used with those files. For instance, what we see here is the Word Online editor. So once you've logged in, you can click on a file. It will open actually in the Microsoft editor. So if I scroll down and we look at Microsoft Cloud assignment, it doesn't call it that. They're calling it an embedded document and an assignment, but the Microsoft Cloud assignment is set up in our version of Canvas. You can do that, but students can now actually edit, print, do everything from within Canvas. They can actually go in, complete their assignment completely through Word Online, which is pretty cool here. As we go through, I'm going to skip quite a bit here. Quizzes.next. If you haven't checked it out, definitely give it a shot. They've now added on the course homepage a plus quiz test button, which is actually to quizzes.next. We do have quizzes.next enabled if you're interested in it. Highly recommend the webinars. They are awesome and get you kind of up to par on or up to date on what the current developments with quizzes.next are. In Speedgrader, You can see a couple things have actually moved. So menu icon changes, really not anything that big. They've moved keyboard shortcuts and help links into the settings menu. The two bottom ones right there have moved into that settings menu. Now down here we've got a couple of bug fixes. You may, if you've been experiencing something weird, you may want to come to the bug fix area and see if any of those apply to the issues that you've been having. The ones that I know have been reported as folks experiencing them here at LCCC are numerical answer and scientific notation. So the numerical answer stuff, when it was copied, using answer with precision, the value was greater than the precision set and converted to scientific notation. So I know that a couple of faculty members here who have been teaching over the summer experienced that problem. Here's your update. That should be fixed when those questions are moved from one area to another. If I scroll down, the last one that I want to cover is there's a new gradebook late policy and grading status in the Speedgrader if you are using the new gradebook. So looks like here the bug was that Speedgrader would not mark students as graded when they were given a grade if the late policy feature was enabled. Now that is fixed, so you shouldn't have any issues there. I'm going to try and keep these relatively short. I think I've probably gone over what I was aiming for, which is just a couple of minutes. But again, visit our blog, cethq.blogspot.com. And if you have questions in the interim, remember you got 24/7 Canvas support via phone, email, and chat. If you have any issues, don't hesitate to give them a call either, or even if you have questions about how to set things up. They will definitely help you and walk you through that.